Hello guys, I'm Tianxiao. Today I want to talk about some interesting tips about the Chinese. I know some of you are learning how to write Chinese characters and how to speak Chinese. I guess your Chinese teacher has taught you a lot of relative knowledge about Chinese. What I can provide here is some general features about Chinese. Those features are related to both Chinese characters and the Chinese culture. And I hope those features can help you understand and improve Chinese as a language or as a culture. Tip 1. A lot of Chinese characters are hieroglyphic. It means they come from drawings. Ancient Chinese people tend to record things by drawings, just like the picture you saw here. When they saw a sun, they drew it on a rock. When they saw a mountain, they drew it on a rock. When they saw a house, they still draw it on a rock. During the 5,000-year Chinese history, Chinese people were simplifying those words for the convenience of recording. That's how we get today's Chinese characters. Okay, now let's look at some examples. The three characters here are 1, 2, 3 in Chinese. So you can see that you are basically drawing strokes when you are writing them. 1 is just drawing 1 stroke. 2 is just drawing 2 strokes. 3 is just drawing 3 strokes. One thing I want to emphasize here is that only the 3 of the numbers in Chinese are hieroglyphic. So don't write other Chinese numbers in such a way. For example, 4 in Chinese is not drawing 4 strokes. There are some very interesting pictures which may help you understand the formation of Chinese characters. If you try to observe today's Chinese characters, you would find that they look like the things they stand for. Just like the fire, it looks like the real fire. The wood looks like the real wood. But of course, not every Chinese character is hieroglyphic. Let's look at 3 interesting Chinese characters. The first one is Tian, which means farm. This character is easy to be remembered because it really looks like a farm. And the second word is Li, which means power. The image of this character comes from the shape of a farming tool in ancient China, called Li. This is a very heavy tool, and a person who can use it would be thought as a powerful one. That's why this word means power. And when the two words form together, a new word comes out, and it is called Nan, which means man. In ancient China, only man has power to use a tool, Li, in a farm. That's why this word, Nan, means man. Like English, Chinese is also developing because of the internet. This word, 囧, is a new Chinese character from the internet. It stands for an expression showing embarrassment and surprise. People invented it for fun on the internet. It looks like exactly a vivid expression, and it is quite popular among young people. Tip 3 is a reminder about the Chinese calligraphy. Since Chinese characters are similar to paintings, Chinese calligraphy would be art. When you see a work of Chinese calligraphy, you could now recognize what these Chinese characters are. Don't worry, it is not your fault. Every person has own writing style, and sometimes it is indeed difficult to recognize them. Hi, Before starting tape 4, let's play a little game. This picture is a Chinese keyboard. Please use 10 seconds and think about the difference between the Chinese keyboard and the American keyboard. Okay, let's start it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's stop. Now, the answer is no difference. Chinese keyboard is as same as English keyboard. In fact, when Chinese people type words in computer, we also use A, B, C, D instead of Chinese strokes. Why? Because we have an independent vocal system which would help us pronounce Chinese and type Chinese. Do you notice the Chinese character 难, which means difficult, on the screen? On its head, the word, which looks like an English word, N-A-N, is the way we pronounce and type the Chinese character. So the tip 4 is about the Chinese vocal system. Chinese vocal system is called pinyin, which tells you how to pronounce Chinese. Not like English, Chinese language cannot be spoken out depending on their characters. Chinese language has an independent vocal system. Pinyin system is very complex, and today I will not explain it. However, I can give you a suggestion. When you learn to write Chinese characters, you can focus on the image and ignore the voice of it temporarily. The last tip I want to give you is the vocal positions of speaking Chinese, which are totally different from the vocal positions of speaking English. That is how Chinese accent comes from. The vocal positions of speaking English are the rare parts among your vocal organs, like your throat and your lungs. So the voice sounds very firm. The vocal positions of speaking Chinese are the front parts among the vocal organs, such as your lip and mouth. So the voice sounds very light. Now, I would use different vocal positions to pronounce the sentence on the screen, and you will see the difference. First, English vocal positions. I am a good man. Second, Chinese vocal position. I'm a good man.